All right. Welcome to our live. Yes, come on in. All right. Nobody's here yet.
That's
but
okay.
That's okay. So we'll wait till somebody load up. Let's see. That you started a live video. They're telling our followers. Oh, here we go. Okay, welcome everyone. This is our 8th podcast with the Medical Nail Spa. Today we have a special guest. We're going on 8. So I'm going to be switching back and forth. As you can see her, say, hey, Erika.
Hi.
All right, so you tune in. You're going to get something special. Today we have Mrs. Erika Allison, the queen of NuFeet. Woo! All right, if y'all don't know Erika, you're like, especially in the spa world. Oh, I don't even have to walk. I can just stand and move.
There you go.
Executive director, why we didn't know this? Look, I'm in both. Look at God.
You gotta put an X right there.
Yes, I need to put an X right here. Mark it. All right, so today, again, we have Miss Erika Allison. She is the owner of NuFeet, which is basically a prestigious and bougie medical nail spa. Yes, she is the queen. I say the goddess.
Thank you.
The goddess of pedicures, medical pedicures, not just any pedicure, because y'all be going to these little places. I ain't gonna say nothing. Y'all know where y'all be going. And y'all just be getting all types of stuff. Yeah, we starting off. Types of stuff done to y'all feet, right? So today we're going to talk about let's fill her up first. Let's fill each other up because y'all know I got to have my drinky drink before we start.
I haven't even had lunch.
That's okay. That makes it even better because nothing's there to soak it up. And y'all know we do Prosecco because you know we bougie, we do Prosecco. So this is a great brand. You can get it from Publix or any liquor store. It's La Marca. I like it. Just look for the bottle with the blue label. So today we are going to dive right into it. We don't have Marika. I know we usually have Marika, but we do have our bartender. Bartender.
Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello.
All right, so she's going to be working on our refills because the more we drink, the funnier we are, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so we have Miss Erika. I'm going to allow her to introduce herself because some of y'all are like, what is NuFeet? What are medical pedicures? So I'm going to just let her be. Oh, so a history about us. We go back about 10 years.
Yeah.
About 10 years, she walked in my practice when it was on Highway 5 and was like, "How? I'm Erika. We're working together." And that's it. And she kind of just walked out. And I was like, all right, I guess we got to do it.
You wasn't returning my phone call.
Yeah,
I had to ride up
I
on
have to be calling y'all. Then you're like,
I know.
hey, can I see the Dr. Allison? No, you can't. But she took the next step. She actually came to my practice and kind of introduced her world into mine because I was totally oblivious to what a medical pedicure was and what a medical nail tech was. So we're going to go over all of that today, the qualifications, what it takes. She even trained Marika. So Marika's bomb if y'all had a pedicure here. If you haven't, get your life together because Marika is bomb. So can you introduce yourself to the people?
Absolutely. First of all, thank you for having me. My name is Erika Allison, and I am the owner of NuFeet Medical Pedicures. I opened up back in 2013, 2014, and when I was in nail school, I realized that there was a significant amount of people who had issues with their feet that would go to nail salons for help.
Yes.
And the problem with that is a lot of nail salons are not certified or have the right knowledge and experience and mentorship to actually provide help for those types of feet. So when I realized that, I went and I got extra certifications. I did a 40-hour internship under a podiatrist, which actually turned out to be 2 years.
Wow.
And I learned so much, and I opened up NuFeet. And it actually created jobs in the nail industry because it allowed us to do more than just nails.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. Like she is, when I say goddess of medical pedicures, everyone in that business or that industry, they always refer to Erika. Even if they don't know that we know each other, they present themselves as patients. They have ran through her practice or her salon, or they have been trained by her. So she is definitely top notch, and we love Black women who are doing their thing. Let's clap and snap. Okay, so we're gonna jump right into this because y'all know we only have a limited amount of time. Y'all only want to see our beautiful faces for 30 to 45 minutes. All right, so you kind of answered the first question. Can you tell us how you first got started in the nail industry?
Yeah, it was actually when I was in nail school. While I was in nail school, I honestly didn't know, I couldn't see myself working in a nail salon, like the traditional nail salon environment, even while being in school. And it wasn't until I did my first pedicure in school and I had to turn her away because we couldn't do her service that I found that there was a problem in the industry. Because at that time, podiatrists don't do pedicures. And nail technicians shouldn't be treating people. So I knew that there was something there, and that is initially how I first got started. That was my first red flag that, hey, there needs to be something like NuFeet here.
So when I have a patient, or I've seen patients going to a regular nail salon, I don't even know what you call it. Do you call it a regular nail? I call it a regular nail salon.
Yeah, I call it traditional nail salon.
Traditional,
Yeah,
that's a better word.
Yeah.
A traditional nail salon. I had a few today. They end up like these nail techs, they are cutting in the corners, they end up with infection, or they're giving them fungus because they're not properly cleaning their tools and instruments. Like today I saw a lady, she said she went to a nail salon, not only did she have toenail fungus, she had foot fungus. And she was seeing this same nail tech, and what they were doing, they were just constantly painting over her toenails and just covering it up. So can you tell us a little bit about what different, and I don't even think this on here, but
That's fine, I'll answer.
Yes.
Let me take a drink of that
Let's
first.
take a toast first.
All right.
All right.
What's the question?
The question is, so when you go to a traditional nail salon versus a salon with a medical nail spa, when do I choose? I think you should go all the time. I don't think you should go to a traditional nail salon. But if you do decide, so at what point do you say, something's not right, they don't care enough for my toenails, I need to seek help?
Okay, so there's several things to look at when you go to traditional nail salons. One of them is sterilization. Do they even have an autoclave?
No, they have that oven.
They have that oven, or they might even have just a UV light sterilizer, which is not an autoclave. So let's be clear, that does kill germs, but we're talking about microbes here. And that's something that only an autoclave or a dry clave can take care of. The other one is education. If they don't have extra certifications in people that have chronic illnesses, that is a big red flag that you should probably go see a medical pedicurist or get a medical pedicure. Another one, a lot of times we laugh at this and we talk about the language in traditional nail salons, and we laugh at it, but believe it or not, it's a serious issue. Communication. If you have an issue or you experience pain or burning or something's not right and you can't communicate that to your pedicurist, that is another red flag. You probably need to go somewhere else.
That's
Yes, yes.
Because we have patients with diabetes, right?
Oh,
and
yeah.
then, diabetic neuropathy, they can't feel as well as I can feel or Erika can feel. So you have that nail tech and you're diabetic and they're sitting there cutting on your corner and you're reading a book or you're on Instagram and you can't feel it, and now you're bleeding, and they used a little cauterizer, and they no, everything okay. Everything is not okay. You just expose your bodily fluids to their instrumentation that's not properly sterilized that they probably just use on that HIV patient.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
So it is scary.
Yes.
All right, next question. What are some of the most common nail health issues you encounter?
Fungus. Fungus. Although we are not sure what it is because we're not a lab and we can't diagnose because that's not in our scope. However, discoloration of the nails, that's the number one. We do have a lot of people that come in and they might have psoriasis and there's just nothing that can help them, but medical pedicures actually keep them in a manageable state. And then of course we also have older clients like senior citizens who it could be a fungus, but they're kind of too old where actually giving them treatment is just not realistic because of all the medications that they're on. Those, I would say discoloration of the nails is the number one. Having fungal infections on the skin. I always train that peeling skin and dry skin are two different things. And a lot of times when you go into these traditional nail salons and you have peeling skin, they will just keep scraping and scraping and scraping and scraping. That's why a lot of times your feet are raw when you leave those salons.
And also creating hyperkeratosis because they are scraping and using that cheese grater. Y'all need to just stop it. Save your cheese graters for Thanksgiving and Christmas. It is ghetto. It is giving ghetto.
Yes,
don't you think?
absolutely.
It's giving ghetto. When I'm sitting there, okay, when I'm sitting there and I'm watching, which I don't go to the traditional nail salon anymore because we have our own. Look around. But when I'm sitting there and they pull out that cheese grater, I am appalled. That is so nasty.
You would think that after all of these years that we know that this is wrong, that people would catch on, but the problem is they still go back to the nail salons. And I feel like the reason is because medical pedicures is still not that marketed very well. So it's like, you're a podiatrist, you have patients all the time. I would assume this is why you open up your spa, because they keep asking you, can I go to a nail salon and get a pedicure? And your answer is no, but you never give them, well, now you can, but most podiatrists can never give them a place to go. So if you say, no, you can't go to a nail salon, well, what am I going to do? So that's why a lot of times they keep going back, because they're the only ones that are going to do it. So the more nail professionals that we get trained in this field, the more medical pedicures that we get involved in this community, I think it'll be a lot better. I think people will be a lot safer, considering that diabetes has been on the rise for the past decade. It can only get worse, right?
It's not going anywhere, especially with administration, but that's a whole different topic.
That's a whole different segment.
With whole different drink.
Right. Bottle. That's a whole different bottle.
Talking about Tito's.
Right.
All right, so I have to take a pause just to, I don't know if I've ever thanked you, because people intertwine in your life. Like, they come in, they go out, they come back, and some people never come back, and that's fine. This would not, I would not know anything about it if Erika did not walk in. So it's a funny way how God works. So I want to thank you. You are part of the reason for this. I truly, and I mean that from my heart. And if I keep talking about that, I'm gonna cry.
That's why we gangster. We can't do this, Dr. Watson.
We can't do this. So the spa was created because after a while of referring out, and I know your work, right? I know your work, and I know Kiki's work. I know that it's good work. So when we kept referring patients out to people that are around the area, and I realized they were trained by you, and then they were coming back. And I'm like, hold on, so all y'all not the same? Which leads me to my next question. Okay. Let's see. What do you focus on most when training future medical nail techs?
Wow. So training future nail technicians. For one, it's the things that you won't see in traditional nail salons. So we're training you on sterilization. We're training you on toenail reduction or toenail debridement, excuse me. Toenail debridement is a very touchy subject for nail salons, just because we weren't trained in school for that. So I get a lot of questions on that. How low do you go? Is it painful? Just things like that. So that is something that I do hone in when I train nail professionals, is toenail reduction. Another one is toenail restoration. Whether you like it or not, they're going to get their toenail enhancements.
Oh yes, they are.
They're going to get them. And if they're going to get them regardless, we can at least find a happy medium by at least applying a safer product than acrylic. We can at least apply a safer product that's safe for the skin, that's more flexible, so it's not super hard. So that's another thing that I train them on. There's so many other things, but those are the top 3 that I would say I train them on. Now, when they come into my course and my academy, they have to be an advanced nail technician. That is the foundation in order to even join my academy. You can get that through me. And the reason why I have them do the advanced nail technician certification is so that they know all about the chronic illnesses that are around, the diabetes and neuropathy, you know what I mean, and how to deal with it, but more so how to walk on that fence. As a medical pedicures, we are walking in a gray area, because you can go left and fall out your lane, and now you're doing in a doctor's lane, or you can go the other way and be more of a traditional nail salon and not have the right equipment and the knowledge in order to really help that person.
So I think this is it because I have my own questions. I think let's toast again. This is gone somewhere. Step, regular step. Okay, now we're getting down there. I'm getting kind of hot. I gotta take my jacket off.
I feel like I'm gonna be here again.
Yes, we got a part 2. So when we talk about, because like today, I had a patient who caused micro trauma to his nail, lifted up, pus pouring out of his toenail, most likely caused by the nail salon. Okay, so that's one. And two, touch on what you said when you said there's a difference between like flexible some nail enhancement versus an acrylic toe. Y'all, it's ghetto. It's not giving bushy. It's giving ghetto. Your press-on toenails and your acrylic toenails and your tip toenails with the acrylic, it's not what you should be wearing. So can you explain the difference between the product you're talking about and call the names, some of their names, versus going to the nail salon and getting an acrylic nail?
Yeah, absolutely. So first and foremost, acrylic is super hard and it's porous, so it's going to absorb water, but most of all, it's super, super hard. So with most toenail enhancements, unless you're wearing like sandals all the time, it's just not recommended. And the chances of you hitting your toe on the side of your bed, it's gonna cause more trauma if you have something super hard on the top. So I call it toenail friendly products, where it's safe to go on the skin, where it's flexible. So if you are running or if you decide to not wear sandals and put your foot in a sneaker, it's not gonna cause any trauma. However, this is one thing I'm sorry, I gotta add this. This is important.
Girl. Go ahead.
I gotta add
We
this.
drinking.
We're drinking. I have had people come in with CariFlex. As you know, CariFlex is a wonderful product. A lot of podiatrists use it for toenail enhancements, and I stand by it. But any product, no matter if you crush up a Lamisil tablet and put it in that product, it is not going to protect yourself from a fungal infection if you have it on too long. I ran into somebody, I can't even say her name, but she said, look at my toenail. I've had it on for about, I think it was 9 weeks. It looks great.
Shame on her podiatrist.
It looks great. She said it looks great. And although it did, that's because it had polish on it. It grew out and it was on there for way too long. So although it might look good, when you take off that polish, you might find something else.
Creeping.
Brown.
Lurking.
Lurking.
Yellow.
Ugly.
And green.
Stinky. Stinky.
It's the stinky of me.
Come on, let's be real now. There's a reason why we wear masks. Not only is it to cover the dust, but it's to hide our face.
Yes.
From the smell. Yes.
Yes, and a lot of women do it. Actually, I'm a little hot. Is it the liquor?
Turn it
air?
off. It's probably the liquor because I'm getting
Oh yeah, turn it on.
I turned it off.
Oh no, turn the air on. Ooh, Jesus, it's hot in here. I know we hot, but it's hot in here. But anyways, yes. I had a lady come in today. Let me tell you guys, even men, it is treatable. Like and even in your profession where you're like, what the hell? When you seen someone do something and you're like, they weren't trained by me or they weren't trained properly. Even in the podiatric world, like it's things that I'm just like, you told this patient that his fungus will never be cured. Like, how do you tell that as a physician when you learn things in school? Or you told this patient that only Lamisil will work. That pisses me off. That's my pet peeve. There are so many options to treat fungus. So that leads into a co-relationship. So if you have a podiatrist, you should also have a medical nail tech in your life. Or be at a podiatrist's office that has someone trained properly instead of, it's not a competition. Like, I don't feel like we're competing, we're helping. So can you talk to the people about how it is important to have a trained medical tech and to have a podiatrist in their life?
Absolutely. So to go a little backwards, nail technicians have a lot of negative stigma about them because we're doing a lot of things that we're not supposed to be doing. All right. That's the look. We good, y'all? All right. So, we good? Okay. So, the problem, what was I even talking about?
We go way back.
Oh, yeah, the stigma of nail professionals. So, a lot of podiatrists are like, they find us as competition. And they tell them, well, you don't need to go to her and this, that, and the rest. But this is the problem that I've had with podiatrists. Podiatrists will say, oh, well, I don't need to hire a nail technician. I'll just take Susie at the front and train her how to do pedicures. But the thing is, when they want a toenail enhancement, it looks like crap because they're not nail technicians. I seen yours. It ain't that. That's why I stopped, y'all. I had to come in and train Dr. Allison.
I ain't gonna lie, she did.
But with all due respect, you didn't go to nail school, so I don't expect you to to perfectly balance a toenail to make it look natural. And she doesn't want to. So this is why we are a benefit.
Yes.
So we are valuable to podiatrists as podiatrists are valuable to us. We should be working as teams. And also, real quick, if you are a podiatrist and you're interested in a foot spa, then you want a nail technician because this is our business. This is what we do. And it's not just about doing pedicures, it's about running an actual business. You know what I mean? So you're gonna need our help, and there's more to come. I will touch on a little bit about foot diagnostics, which is something that I created. Huh?
Yeah, talk about that. You introduced that to me. No, I don't want to.
We're gonna talk about it later. Just know I got the link if you need nail professionals, and then for the nail professionals, I got the link to podiatrists.
She has the link, y'all. She has the link,
and it's only gonna grow. And the reason is because I see the value in us, and more podiatrists are starting to see the value in us, and it's time that we collaborate for the greater good. Because there's over 89. Hold on, only in California. Let's just use California as an example. 89,000 state licensed nail technicians in the state of California alone.
Wow,
that's a lot.
How many of them are medical nail technicians? Because I'm having trouble finding one.
Well, this is the thing. I don't know how many there are in California. I know I have a total of 4 that are in my network that are in California.
Okay.
But I will say that medical pedicures are growing, medical nail technicians are growing, and that's only going to be to your benefit because we'll be available for you.
Yes, and I agree. Like I tried the Carry Flex thing. I did, and I'm just not good at it because that's not my specialty. My specialty is surgery. So but I want the best for my patients. So I'm not going to keep applying something, charging a fee, and it's not aesthetically. Yeah, it was on there, but I don't know how to file, clip, and shape. So I have a lot of patients that come in and they are diabetics or they have vascular disease, and insurance pays for me to trim, cut, their toenails. I call it the no think day. I don't have to think. I don't have to diagnose. I just trim them. But some of them, they step in that gray area and they're like, Dr. Watson, are you going to polish? That pisses me off, by the way. Don't ever say that. Or they say, are you going to shape it? I don't know any of that, y'all. Like, I don't know that. So it is so beneficial to have someone, not just me referring out, but sometimes I get you guys referring in.
Oh, for sure.
So if they see something that is unhealthy, they're going to refer to me and say, hey,
foot diagnosis.
Yes, you're going to go see Dr. Watson and she can treat this. So while they're shaving and maintaining the nail, they're on topicals or orals and all that laser and all that good stuff for me.
This is something that should have been put together decades ago. But now that diabetes is on the rise and more people have neuropathy and just problems with their feet, I'm just happy that I was able to make it a business model so that I was able to train and certify and like really have a network of not just podiatrists but nail technicians to come together. So I knew NuFeet was going to be big, but I just didn't really know the route it was going to go. Mm-hmm. Now I know, and I'm happy it did.
So why, this is in your business, okay? So why did we stop, and I know why, but somebody's like, she on NuFeet, why is she just teaching? And so why have you kind of transitioned to more of the educational side?
Yeah, well, everybody wanted me. Everybody wanted a medical pedicure at that time. And I was only one person. So that was that first flag, like, hey, you need to start teaching other people, because it got to the point where people were flying to Atlanta to get a service. And then they would get there and they're like, oh yeah, I'm from Michigan or somewhere. And I'm just like, wow, do you know anybody out here? Like, are you here visiting? They're like, no, I'm here to get a pedicure. Like, after I leave here, I'm going to the airport. And I thought it was crazy too. But it was important to know that, because that just goes to show that I need to really get trained. People really need to go.
They're in desperation.
They're in desperation, absolutely.
It's like when I used to fly to get my hair done in Florida, like, because before I lived in hot Atlanta, because my hairstyle is bomb. But when I lived in Maryland, I used to fly to Florida to get my hair done because there was a desperation, there was a need, because nobody that I knew in Maryland. People will fly. They will come out.
Especially if they got some buddy passes or something. Boy,
yes.
I on the planes.
Yeah, because them nails be this thick and they be this color. I had this this one lady who hid her toenails from her husband. I said, girl, you hiding from the husband?
God, I hope the lady ain't watching.
She probably
I'm about
is.
to tell her business. She don't nobody know who she is. There has been times where I have done. First of all, a lot of the feet on my page are women. A lot of times we're like, oh, it's the men. The men got the feet. It's the women. And a lot of it is because of the acrylic toenails, which we're trying to cover our issues, and then it turns into something else. With this lady, I got done with 10 toes of doing toenail restoration. I debrided all 10 of her toes. They were
a
thick.
lot of work.
It was about a 2.5 hour job. I got done and she said, I can finally show my husband my feet. And I'm like, you got a husband? No, I'm just saying, but like, you got a husband?
Yes.
Like, how do you go that far? Like, when she said she would take showers, she would lock the door.
Oh,
You know what I mean? And it's actually pretty sad. It's sad, to be honest with you. But now that something like NuFeet is here and I'm training and there's more opportunities to get your feet looking pretty, as well as having a podiatrist get involved for the treatment side of it, it makes me happy that I can really help people like that. Not just for covering it up, but treatment
Yeah.
with the podiatrist. And yes, they can easily just Google a podiatrist. But the thing is, they don't. They don't. Because if you're working on their feet, they're trusting you on who you recommend. So that's the beauty of collaboration.
And then another thing a lot of people do is that they try everything to not pay that copay. Yeah, I'm talking about y'all. Yeah, I'm talking about y'all. Y'all do everything in this world not to pay that copay. So you go to Wally World or Target, which I'm boycotting and have been for almost a year. But you go to those places and you go to that foot aisle and you buy all that topical over the counter and you buy all of that shoe spray and you buy all of that stuff and then you spend all this money and you go to your regular nail salon and you cover it up and then you come here and we want to pay, you have to pay $40 for a copay to actually get it treated, or pay a little bit more money for a medical pedicure and you don't want to do it. It's like, at what point does it become like psychological? Like, at what point do you get tired of hiding something? Like, that takes a lot of effort to hide your toes at the beach, to hide your toes from your husband. That is a lot of effort, because I'm walking around booty butt naked, baby. Right, baby? I'm showing it all. I ain't hiding nothing. You're going to see every crack, crevice, and crease. You're going to appreciate it. Y'all should see my husband's face. But y'all go around here. That is like, you start to think like it's like the woman in a different aspect, the woman who sleeps with a husband who has a diabetic foot infection with maggots and smells like trash. At what point do you say, husband, you need to go get that checked out? Like, these people are actually sleeping with these people. So y'all need to question y'all
Playing
stuff.
footsies with them.
Oh! Climbing trees with
And see, that's another thing. If you have a spouse or a significant other, boyfriend or whoever, a roommate, if you're sharing a shower with somebody and they have a fungus and yours is not getting better, you probably need to both come in, because you're just gonna keep passing it back and forth. And there's been so many times people have came in and they've seen a doctor, they're on topicals, and they're like, my feet are starting to improve, but my husband still looks like crap. I'm like, oh, your husband has it too? So you gotta send him in too. So take care, you have to take care of it. And to be honest with you, I feel like people spend way more money if they don't go to a podiatrist.
Yes.
Because, like, first of all, toenail restoration with a pedicure, like, for me, my bad. Toenail restoration for me with a pedicure, you can be paying like a $145, $165, $185. It depends on how many toes we're doing. So that money could have gone towards your treatment.
Yes.
And then you don't have to worry about doing toenail enhancements anymore.
Yes.
So, but a lot of times we just want to cover it up, and it's just, for the summer, and I get that. But when the summer's over, it's time to remove and go see a physician and get on treatment, so that by the time spring comes, you won't need any enhancements.
Yes. And you can play footsie with your husband.
And you can play footsies with your husband. But I just want to lay that down. It's cheaper to go see a doctor, even if you don't have insurance.
Yes. The self-pay prices. You guys need to call and get. Yes. I mean, it takes 3 visits, and you're 2 or 3 visits, and you're secure for the rest of the year with the addition of a medical nail tech. So, any questions? Do we have any questions? Everybody out there.
There's people out there. But
Miss
no.
Nia asks, we have one on TikTok. Nia asks if we do toenail extensions. Here at the spa, we do polygel, no acrylic. And I can show you my polygel set that Miss Marika does. You want to get them done on your toes, and they last a
Where
good
is
month.
Marika?
Marika's in school.
Yeah, she teaches at the
She's a medical nail tech instructor.
well, not a medical nail tech
No?
instructor. She's just a nail tech instructor.
Okay.
Instructor.
That's what
I
she's
think
going to
she
school
does. Yeah,
for.
at the I don't know what school.
International School of Skin and Nail.
I don't know.
Another question.
I don't know where she go, y'all. But the baby is.
She's in school. Miss Hannah showing us a lot of love.
Oh,
Thank you,
yeah.
Miss Hannah. And that's it over here.
So, anything you would like to add? Any questions you have, babe?
Yeah, so for like men that's like, for example, I'm in the construction industry. So what are some things that, because we wear a lot of hard boots and stuff like that, you're outside in the elements and stuff like that. So especially going from the summer to the winter months, what are some suggestions or recommendation for someone in my industry? Do you recommend them to come to see you or to go see a podiatrist, or how does it work?
Well, I mean, it really just depends on. So I don't know because you're not mic'd up. I don't know if they heard you, but he had said or asked, what would I do if a male came in or a woman who came in and they're wearing construction boots, hard steel toe boots all day long. They might be in moist conditions. A lot of military, police officers. For one, are you wearing white cotton socks? That is number one, because a lot of times everyone wears black socks, and that's not good. So white cotton socks, you want to make sure it's okay to take extra pairs of socks to work. Sometimes you might go to lunch and realize that your socks are wet, or if your feet are sweaty or something. You definitely want to change your socks. There's a lot of powders that you can use to put on your feet to help absorb any moisture. But steel toe boots, I mean, of course, they're going to protect your toes from anything falling on them, so you don't have to worry about like ingrowns or trauma. But it's mostly just like moisture. So you want to change your socks more. You want to add a powder on your feet to make sure you absorb any moisture. But I couldn't say you need to go see a podiatrist because I don't know if they have any issues with your feet. Now, if you have like a discoloration in your nails and peeling in your skin, then absolutely, for sure, you're going to need to see your podiatrist. And more than likely, the benefit of going to a medical pedicures is when you see your podiatrist, they're more than likely going to say similar stuff that we've already told them, which is good. Yeah.
And another thing, just keeping nails short, because a lot of men and women, when you're in those steel toe boots, it's like your that toe is banging that steel all day, so that can cause like some lifting of the nail, and then the moisture Erika was talking about could discolor the nail.
That's a good one. Just keeping your nails short. And that's the same thing for toenail enhancements. Like if you're gonna do a toenail enhancement, keep it short. Because when you have a free edge, you are asking for it. I have seen some horrible, horrific pictures that clients have sent me from their issues of having a free edge on their toenail. They get it caught on their pant leg. Or one girl was going up the steps and she didn't catch that step in time and it caught her nail, so lifted up just like a hood on a Chevy.
That's a good one.
Cheers!
Because y'all have to think, when y'all get these nails and y'all hit y'all fingernails, that hurts like holy moly. So imagine hitting that toenail. I'm sure it's gonna be just, if not more painful. I can imagine that. But anyways, how would someone get in contact with you to enroll in your school? Can you tell us the steps? Like, okay, step 1, apply to this. Step 2, because someone's mission may be just a medical nail tech, so they may not stop at a traditionary nail tech. So what's the process?
Yeah, so on my website, if you go to Academy and Enrollment, you can enroll. If you are already, some students are already advanced nail technicians, which is great. I deducted the price for you so that you can enroll just as a medical pedicures. If you're not an advanced nail technician, you can enroll as an advanced nail technician and a medical pedicures. So you'll get both, and you do get it on the low with me. But that would be the first steps. And going through all your modules, ensuring that you go through all of the modules for the advanced nail technician before you can actually become a medical pedicurist. But that's really it. I mean, I can be reached at on Instagram at NuFeet Medical Pedicures. I have a TikTok, but I don't have my login, so don't reach out. I can't get into that. Things are probably going viral.
I tagged you too.
You tag me? Yeah. Don't follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram. So I guess I don't have to do that.
And it's NU.
And yes, NuFeet.
Yes.
NuFeet Medical Pedicures. You can send me a DM. You can send me an email. All of my contact information is always on my social media. I'm very reachable. So yeah.
And I will tag her after this video is posted. I will tag, and I just need your website so we can like put or if I tag you, it should be on your page, your website.
Everything's on my page, and it's always easy because I'm trademarked. So NuFeet Medical Pedicures.com or NuFeetPedicures.com. You can hit up both of those. It's gonna go to me.
Awesome.
Yeah, one question.
Okay.
All right, someone asked, what are some early signs, some early warning signs that you may have that most people overlook for nail issues? Are there any?
Lifting of the nail.
Lifting. Okay.
Lifting, and the reason is that it could be a fungal infection that starts it, or it could just be that you hit it and be trauma. But the problem with that is, let's say you hit it and it's trauma, and you're polishing over it, and you're not clipping the nail back, and moisture is getting underneath it. You're not cleaning it out. It will easily turn into an infection, and it'll start eating away at your healthy nail.
Okay. Nice. That's it.
So the moral of the story, take a drink.
Yeah,
is that you guys need to step it up. We pay all this money to our hairdressers in our community because I pay a lot for mine. My husband still don't know my credit card statements. Don't tell nobody. At Chanel, she's coming on the show. Just you guys invest in a lot of things. You invest in beauty. You invest in your body odding. You invest in your Botox and your tummy tucks and your weave
And your lashes, my
and your
God.
lashes. Oh my God.
Lashes cost more than the toenails.
They do. Y'all invest. Y'all be there. And it kills me to see a beautiful woman or a handsome man and they smelling good, looking good. They're in my office trying to impress me, and then they take off their socks and look like the hound dogs.
It don't match.
It don't match. It does not match. And you should not be embarrassed when you come and make an appointment. The wonderful thing about a medical nail tech is that usually every time I went or someone else I send, you're usually the only person in that person's chair. So nobody around you is looking at your toes, and that should be like your motivation. Mm-hmm. You're in their spas, they're usually nicer, they're clean, and no one else is taking and looking at your toes and saying, "Ooh, Jesus." Mm-hmm. You know, it's a no judgment zone. So you guys spend all your money on stuff. I know a bundle. How much a bundle costs? Like $250? I don't know. Bundles be expensive. I don't know. And you can invest in yourself. This is for your health.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we have any final words?
Your health and your confidence.
Yes.
Boy, I seen somebody walk in, confidence is just down in the dumps. And then they leave in their feet. They can't even, they cry. Some of them cry. They're in their chair shopping for sandals. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's a confidence booster. But it's our job as medical pedicures to keep them on that straight and narrow line of treatment. So we're not just going to keep applying this every single time you come in just because it makes you feel good. At some point, you're going to have to remove it and get to the root of the problem. That ultimately will make you feel the best.
Amen to that.
Yes.
Okay, snaps.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're feeling good. All right, we have our bartender who hasn't refilled our drinks. I've been a bartender, but we did because I've been filling them up and you haven't been looking.
Oh.
All right, so that is the end of our segment, y'all.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, thank you for coming.
Absolutely.
She took time out of her day. She is an educator. Like, she trains a lot of medical nail
Anything
techs.
for you.
Yes.
I got you.
Thank you, boo.
I got you.
Well, all right. So, as you know, I'm staying on my ex now that we discovered that after the 8th episode.
Hey, it takes time to build a podcast. It takes time to build a successful podcast. You guys got mics, like you guys are doing it.
We're on mics. My husband's gonna change it. We're gonna step it up, y'all. This is only episode 8. We're gonna get there. You know, sometimes I'll be like, should I do this? But there's so much information that travels through these walls. So y'all, it's Wednesdays coming up. I think, is it next time or the next time after that? We're gonna transition the dates and times we do it just to accommodate other people's schedule. We have a podiatrist coming in. We have the mayor of Douglasville coming in soon. We still working on Mr. T's / Miss T's. We'll tag you again. I need my food. So we have some special people coming in, some special guests. Erika is hotness on the streets as far as medical nail tech. So if you have any questions that I can forward, but I'm gonna also tag her so you guys can DM her, not on TikTok. She told y'all
Not on TikTok.
on the gram. So do that, and that's pretty much it.
Thank you.
So y'all know now, love God, love others, be kind, be nice. You know, honey and bees are attracted to honey. Be honey, baby. Don't be out there hurting nobody. And y'all, I am so excited about last night. I don't know where y'all stand. I really don't care. I just know where I stand. We blew. New Jersey, New York, and Virginia, right, baby? So go blue. Y'all get out. Y'all should have voted yesterday. Voting is important. So in your states, you may not have had an election yesterday, but it's coming around, y'all. Medicare, Medicaid is getting destroyed. People are not eating SNAP benefits. Y'all need to be donating, doing what Paul and Peter and Luke and John and all of them Daniel walked this earth for. You gotta love on people. So we are going to start next week. We're gonna have a pantry. So people, if you need any assistance, please come by and grab whatever you need. No questions asked. All right.
Take care of your feet.
And take care of your feet.
Thank you so much, y'all.
Bye, y'all. I always figure how to cut this off. Boom.
That was great. It was engaging. It was engaging. Like they feel like I'm sweating out my shirt. They love our. They love
I'm sorry, getting you a little tipsy. You can drive home, right?
Oh, I can drive home. I'm only 5 minutes away.
Thank you, Erika. Thank you. I'm gonna.
Off?
Yours is off.
Thank you.
Okay,
Off?
Yours is off.
Thank you.
okay. I need to post it
Do I
on
share?
Instagram. Yeah. Because we had people leave with mics,
We had one.
and we noted now. You learn something new.
See, I should
Podcast.
like they do. I shouldn't have held it.
Like at the thing on the.
They do be holding it. It's
they
fine.
do.
It comes out.
The next time,
I shouldn't have held it.
Like at the thing on the.
They do be holding it. It's fine. It comes out.
the next time,